Good evening, I'm Brady Gallagher. Coming up in tonight's newscast, Coffee and Convos and Comedy Workshop Live.
And I'm Jeff DePalm with an update on football and women's soccer.
And I'm Katie Pressler with your Kutztown weather forecast. Newsbreak begins now.
It's National Career Development Month, and the Career and Development Center has started up their Coffee and Convo series. Coffee and Convos is a series of 4 presentations throughout November that feature coffee, light dinner fare, and a presentation on different topics and disciplines. Tuesday's Coffee and Convos was about proper presentation skills for the workplace, and it covered the fundamentals of public speaking. The main presenter was KU alum Bob Rue, who is the vice president of the KU Alumni Association and is also an instructor for Dale Carnegie Training.
One of the most important things that we emphasize in the class is it's not about me, it's about the audience. Know who your audience is, do the things that you know your audience is going to respond to, and focus as much on your delivery as you do in your content, because if you can't capture and hold somebody's attention, they're not going to listen to your words no matter how brilliant they are.
Coffee and Convos has been going on for 5 years here at Kutztown and will continue next November. Newsbreak's Samantha Nichols will have more on this story on Thursday. Starting tomorrow and Friday, there will be collection tables in the sub. Theta Phi Alpha and Tau Kappa Epsilon are holding their annual Toys for Tots and clothing drive. Collections are until December 2nd. Come out to the sub and donate your old clothing and a toy for someone in need. All types of clothing and toys are accepted and encouraged. College prepares students for the job task force that lies ahead, and tomorrow from 6 to 6:50, come out to the Successful Interviewing Seminar. Jobs are won in the interviews, and this seminar will teach what to bring with you, including your questions for the employer, learn to eliminate surprises, reduce anxiety, and to analyze your own strengths and weaknesses. Come out to the free event and give yourself an advantage over the competition. Jobs are such an important aspect of our lives. I think that's a really great seminar that Kutztown hosts for students.
Yeah, and I remember the last time I had a job interview, I was pretty rusty, and I'm pretty sure I stuttered a lot. So maybe maybe this could help me out.
Absolutely. We'll be right back after this.
Kutztown University, the place you chose to spend your college days. Friendships began, memories were made, and dreams achieved on graduation day. Time moves on, new faces come and go, but one thing remains: you can always come back home.
It's really starting to feel like November out there. It was freezing today.
Yeah, as soon as I walked out of Dixon and that wind just hit me right in the face, I debated going back to bed.
Definitely. Katie, what's the weather looking like?
All right, for those of you who decided to get out of bed today, you would know that it was freezing cold. Our high was at 23 and our low was at a very, very low of 19 degrees. Tomorrow we are looking at partly cloudy skies with our high in the 30s. And then for Thursday and Friday, we are partly cloudy. Our highs are in the 30s, lows going down to 20s. Saturday, we are a high of 40, still partly cloudy. And then for Sunday and Monday, we have some precipitation coming our way. Our highs are in the 50s and our lows going down to the 40s. Back to you guys at the main desk.
Thank you, Katie. Every November, we remember and honor our veterans. and active service members on Veterans Day, and KU decided to do it a little differently this year. Sage Zaborski has a story.
They really are expressing a willingness to sacrifice their lives on our behalf.
In September of this year, Kutztown University was awarded the designation of military-friendly school for the 5th time. This year, the university, along with military services and the military club, wanted to take Veterans Day one step further.
Now, therefore, Kutztown University hereby proclaims the week of November 10th through November 14th as Veterans Awareness Week.
The week included daily events such as a military history film festival, flag ceremony, and a student veteran panel. The kickoff event was hosted outside the Bears Den, where Bob Watrous delivered a proclamation and announced plans for the Vietnam Veteran Memorial.
There are 3 plaques. Those plaques will be permanently mounted on the wall behind me, underneath the Vietnam Veteran Memorial plaque.
We spoke to the military club and the coordinator about the purpose of the club and the significance of veterans awareness.
The military club has 3 main focuses: to ease the transition of veterans from veteran life to the college campus, to raise awareness of veterans issues, and to support wounded veterans, homeless veterans, and any other veteran organization looking for our support.
I think we're all very proud. I think having a dedicated office that helps veterans, and I think extending that to a week where we have a proclamation, it just shows the impact that we're making on the university.
Thank you to all of our veterans and active service members. From the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, I'm Sage Zaborski reporting for Newsbreak.
Everyone loves a good laugh, and tomorrow starting at 7:30, Professor Kipperman and the Electronic Media Department are presenting the pilot episode of Comedy Workshop Live in the theater of the Learning Center. The show contains musical numbers, stand-up comedy, dancers, and an interactive skit. So if you're looking to laugh and have a great time, come out to Comedy Workshop Live. The event is free and arrive early as seats are limited. Today marked the $12 sale in the campus store earlier at 11. For 1 hour, select sweatpants were on sale for only $12. If you missed it this morning, don't worry. Tonight at 9 p.m. in the Dixon Marketplace, the same sale will take place for an hour or until supplies run out. Don't miss out on buying the discounted sweatpants. I saw the pictures of the sweatpants online and they look really comfortable.
Yeah, they're really nice. They show your KU pride and they keep you nice and warm while you're out there cheering on those Kutztown athletics. So coming up next in sports, I have football and women's soccer, so stay tuned.
4, 3, 2.
I'm J.R. Aquila. I graduated from Kutztown in 1982. Now I'm the event producer director here at Comcast Sportsnet Philadelphia.
Hi, I'm Jim Bolden, and I graduated from the program in 1986. I'm now a business correspondent for CNN in London.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Choose Kutztown University.
Hey there, Kutztown. Welcome back to Newsbreak. Taking things over to the football team as they held their own in the last matchup of the year with Clarion University with the opportunity for a winning record. While being a struggling team, Clarion came to play as they gave Kutztown all they could handle in this one. Heading into the fourth quarter, Kutztown led 28-21, and they went for a 21-yard field goal to ice the game. However, Clarion had other ideas and blocked the kick to take over, and they went on to the 90-yard drive to tie the game. Next KU possession, after driving the length of the field, Clarion forced a fumble and took possession again at midfield. Just 2 plays later, they connected on a 41-yard bomb to lead with 24 seconds left to play. Down but not out, quarterback Chad Barton led the KU offense for one last miracle. On the Clarion 32-yard line, with time for one last play, Barton threw the ball up into the end zone amidst Clarion defenders. After being tipped, Kutztown's Cody Reed came up with the reception for the game-tying touchdown as time expired. We were heading into overtime in this one. KU scored on its first possession, but missed the extra point. The defense would come up with one last stand and sack the Clarion quarterback to end the game. Chad Barton aired the ball out for 403 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions in this one. The KU running attack was as vicious as ever as they tallied up 179 yards, with Terry Williams leading the attack with 78 yards and 2 touchdowns. This was the final game in the careers of 13 members of this Golden Bear squad, and they sure went out with an amazing win. And for the rest of the team, there was a lot of hope for next year, guys. Moving on to women's soccer as they face Cal U in the playoffs and had an intense matchup of their own. Kutztown found themselves down 1-0 after Cal U scored a goal in the 30th minute. With less than 10 minutes to play, Kutztown subbed out a defender and brought in Mariah Dim to help out the front line. After a corner kick, Katie Jacksheimer passed the ball back to Diana Malonga 10 yards out. Malonga found the corner of the net in the 87th minute and forced a shootout. With the score tied 3-3, Cal's Marissa Anthil stepped up and hit the back of the net to seal the win. Kutztown was outshot Cal U 17-6 and had the 9-1 advantage on corner kicks. However, a win just didn't seem to be in the cards for Kutztown. KU will return with a core group of its squad next year with the potential of another postseason run. Well, that's all I have for you tonight, Kutztown. If you want to read any more stats and stories, then head on over to kubears.com.
That's all we have for you tonight. We'll see you again on Thursday. Be sure to like our Facebook page and follow our Twitter to keep updated with upcoming news from Kutztown University.
For Brady, Katie, and the rest of the crew,
Good night.